The day of days is finally upon us. On the dawn of June 6, 1944, LEGO Allied troops begin the long-awaited liberation of LEGO France. German troops have crawled from their foxholes to occupy this stretch of shore. Watch out! They may have been battered by ocean spray and dust from offshore bombardment, but these Jerrys still have some fight left in them yet. Let's show them what British Tommies are made of.
Pyrion Flax,
yes.
Brave commander of the Australian Commonwealth Forces, landing on the beach.
G'day, mate. Beach landings, traditionally, easy peasy. Everyone knows that.
Yo, day on the beach.
That's what I told the lads.
Okay, life's a beach, boys. Let's get your surfboards ready. And I'm also joined by Lewis, who's commanding the paratroopers dropped behind enemy lines.
Good old Blighty have already dropped in behind enemy lines, preparing the way for you. Got to turn the tide of the war.
Indeed.
So before we get any comments, I know that paratroopers would have actually worn helmets in battle, but so we can tell who the fuck is who, we're taking some licenses.
So it looks like the Santa Claus Brigade has arrived.
The Germans are like garrison force. They basically have a simple flowchart AI where they're going to just try and shoot the nearest, most easiest to hit target. They have basic beach defenses with anti-tank guns, machine guns, tank traps, but there is also a reinforcement convoy that's been scrambled now that they know where the beach landings are occurring. So you guys have got a ticking clock. If you're not ready to receive these reinforcements, they could easily attack you in the flank when you're least prepared. You guys are allies, literally and figuratively. You're going to work together to defeat the Germans, but you do have your own personal objectives. As the beach lander, P-Flax, your job is to secure the cliffs. Kill all the Germans on top and get your own troops there. Lewis, your job is to deal with the reinforcements. If you can get into the church and hold the church, you'll be able to set up an ambush and attack the convoy before they know you're there. But you guys can help each other. Lewis, you could send some of your forces down to help on the beach, which will mean more of P-Flax's forces are available later to come and assist you to take the church. But time is of the essence. You don't know when these reinforcements are arriving.
I mean, I felt that my job with taking the beaches was the hardest task.
You have the harder job, you do have the larger force.
But so I'm limited by the fact that I can bring in 2 of these fantastic landing craft. Basically on the first 3 turns I'm bringing in landing craft, 2 at a time. And my plan was to send in the lads first to clear the beach, because then my tanks could come in and maybe help Lulu take the church.
If landing craft filled with men are not solving the problem, you're not using enough.
Yeah, more
Just
men.
keep sending in more until you make it.
Turn 1.
Turn 1, the first boat lands.
2 boats, sending them in, full of lads. So the first squad lands. This is going to be brutal.
Forced to kill. 3 boys dead in the opening volley.
Oh, massacre. But we managed to rally the lads and get them up to the tank traps there, those hedgehogs, because if I don't clear those, the tanks can't get off the beach.
So yeah, they lay their charges, they get their Bangalore mines or whatever it is the Australians use, and clear the way. 3, 2, 1.
So the second boat lands.
Is this little pillbox going to open fire
It sure is.
Do we get any cover?
During the ambush. No.
Oh.
What cover are you expecting?
The metal boat!
Well, maybe he just waits till you get out of the boat.
Well, we're not going to get out of the boat. We're going to stay in the boat and just peep around.
Yeah, there's a sergeant at the back with a stick going, you are not staying on this boat, lad. Get out of the boat, lads.
Fine, we're getting out of the boat.
Rap. 3 dead boys again. Same deal.
Jeez. Lads get out, and I think, well, we don't want to move everyone up into one area. Let's try and put some fire down there, try and whittle down these enemy defenses, and they managed to rout one of the machine gun nests.
Yeah, I love the imagery, right? Like one squad advances, the second squad gives them cover and fire.
Yeah.
Behind them, the boats have got their machine guns, and they do a great job.
I thought, you know what? If you're going to land on the bunker, it looks like you could maybe take that anti-tank bunker out. There's no point me shoving everything in this corner. I'm just going to go straight for the church, see if I can get a foothold in it. So my first wave was 8 paratroopers. They ran straight down the middle with the Vickers machine gun team, hot on their heels. The Germans are going to see us and possibly shoot over fire next time. But a little bit of cover.
Yeah.
Santas!
So you've effectively activated these guys. Next turn they'll activate normally.
A squad of Santas has been spotted! They're wearing red hats! They have been naughty boys!
So at the end of turn 1, all the German forces ready themselves, and Lewis, your second wave has assembled.
Yeah, I get a few more, I get 8 more paratroopers, I get a little command unit, and I've got a little Piat anti-tank squad.
And of course, once per game, your commander can call in air support.
Oh yeah, my commander has an ability for a little strafing run. We don't know what kind of air support we're going to get, so it's a bit of a dice roll, but we've at least got a little get out of jail free card, maybe.
And Pyrion, your second wave arrives ready for turn 2.
Yes, sending in more lads to the meat grinder. Got to try and clear that beach.
The Germans want to just shoot whatever's the easiest thing. That's going to be your poor lad still on the beach. This HMG nest is going to just go hard. They're going to kill on 4s.
Lord.
Oof! It's 3 more boys dead out of the 4 that are on that beach.
So that's a morale check.
That is
at -2. No, -3 because there's an
They'll
additional
have another pin. Exactly. So you need a 6 or less, or that guy is giving up.
Damn it.
Where are they running to?
He's swimming back to Brighty. And the next 2 boats turned up, and the lads ran over the corpses of their comrades, got machine gunned by these heavy machine gun nests.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get any of these lads offshore.
So the first miscommunication of the game happened here. Ben, as always, is drawing out a dice, and he draws a British dice and hands it to me, and so I assume, oh, it's my go.
Well, because we're alternating. I should explain the way it's supposed to work. Is I draw it out, and if it's a German dice, they follow their AI and attack you. If it's a British dice, it goes to one, and then it goes to the other, unless you guys agree to break the sequence.
Yeah.
So I hand you the first dice, since it's your turn.
So I machine gunned some of the guys in the church, just to soften them up, and then we drew another British dice, so I ran in the parrots. Now, for some reason at this point in the game, I thought there was Australian dice in the bag, because Ben had just given it to me. So he can give up his dice for me, can he?
Give up? You've stolen them.
Oh, I see. These are your dice as well?
Well, we were going to alternate. Do you remember?
I thought these were mine. I thought you had your own dice.
No, they're the same dice. But the plan was we would alternate unless you guys agreed to not alternate.
And you just were like, well, my commander's on the table, so give me the dice.
I thought I had priority.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I didn't realise
Thank you
that.
so much.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, we miscommunicated there.
Every time I did draw a dice, all it meant was bringing a boatload of lads onto the beach to get massacred. So, yeah, it was pretty rough. What I was hoping was that your second wave would maybe come in and deal with some of these threats, but no, I was on my own.
Yeah, before my second wave had really had a chance to move, the machine gun nest in the clock tower, the German machine guns, opened up and actually took out almost half of my paratroopers that were in the churchyard.
You'd easily secured the courtyard, taking a single casualty, but that clock tower machine gun team just killed half your guys in one burst.
And obviously what I also learned was that there were a couple of German squads here and here, and I didn't want to attract their attention, because I thought if they came over here, I'd have even less paratroopers over here. They'd knock me out and then go back, and the reinforcements, I was worried about a clean sweep happening.
Yeah.
So I'd sort of left P-Flax to it. I just hoped that the Australian grit and determination could push through, much to the ire of my ally. It was a classic movie where the British officer is making these really irresponsible decisions.
Don't worry, we'll do our job, but they can do theirs.
Yes. And these guys were like, oh!
It was
they're
horrific.
like drowning, they're like running into the sea, like cowering. I even fired my Piat into the clock tower instead of the bunker. Oh!
The whole HMG team is engulfed in an explosion.
Bang!
I'm going to say the entire bell tower explodes.
Yes, Ben.
So roll to kill. Each one of these lads is dead on a 2 or more.
Well, that should be straightforward, Ben. Bam!
Boom! Oh my god. Not only did you kill all 3, since it's an explosion and we're playing with Lego, I'm going to say that whole clock tower goes up.
Boom.
So the thing is, with the way that Ben set the map up, if I'm on the beach at all, these bunkers can hit us. We need to get off this beach, up the bluffs and in here, but we can't run up the middle, too heavily defended, got to go for a flank.
So effectively, once you're on the green studs, you're out of sight.
Out of
machine guns.
HMGs,
Yeah, on either side. And you decided to do a refused flank. Basically, this side of the board, Pyrion was like, do you know what? No.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to land everything down here and focus. I think you were so scared of this anti-tank bunker because it had its little ambush dice on it. And it's like almost like a little warning bell.
Yeah.
It's like, watch out for this ambush dice.
But of course, it was waiting for a tank.
Yes.
So
Well,
that
that's
was
it.
my other feeling, was we can swarm it with lads and they're not going to get HE'd by this thing. It is waiting for a tank.
Yeah.
So the AI flowchart, effectively both the anti-tank gun and the 88 parked in the church, are on ambush and they will not fire until they see a tank. They'd much rather keep their powder dry for their role.
And if the tanks do get ashore, it could really help turn the tide of battle if all these reinforcements turn up.
Yeah.
We're going to need some armor, because otherwise we're relying on one Piat. Piat Pete. And I don't know if Piat Pete is up to the task.
So the plus side is, by swarming all together, you've got a good chance of overwhelming that bunker.
Yeah.
Downside is, once your tanks get ashore, they're as far away as they can be from the reinforcements. It's going to take you quite a while to come and help Lewis.
Yeah.
It was all to play for, and we were, a lot of the time, we were being forced into these bad decisions.
Yeah, it was rough. The tanks are arriving this turn.
Yeah, your final wave of reinforcements.
I really want to get these tanks ashore, because the moment the tanks are ashore, they can just take out these bunkers pretty much no problem. Get the lads up the beach and start maybe pushing inland and helping Lulu. There's a full squad of boys that make it ashore. They get to the bunker, they're chucking grenades in, they're shooting through the more pins, but just a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
It's Sherman time. Sherman lands, and the only place I chose to land in, which might have been a mistake in hindsight, is directly in front of the gun.
Oh my god.
Like point blank. I'm going to gamble here. If he misses his shot, he's dead. We're going to blow him up next turn.
Yeah.
If he hits the Sherman, it's probably going to kill him.
So we'll roll the dice and we'll add 7.
Okay.
Oh no! That's about the worst.
It's penetrated 13 points of armor.
Okay.
Which I don't think any tank has.
Now a Sherman is medium tank.
Great. What is that, like 8 or something?
And it's armor 9.
Okay.
Which means we roll 2 dice for damage and we pick the worst one.
Okay. Come on, snake eyes. Oh. It's a complete explosion.
It's absolutely dead. The tank explodes, the turret flies off, it bursts into flames, the crew are immediately killed with no chance to escape.
Shit.
It's completely one and done.
But I did, of course, have my second tank, Churchill, so British heavy tank. Managed to get that ashore and turns a barrel and kaboom, takes out the anti-tank turret. So it did its job.
It didn't just blow up the bunker, it killed all but one of the gunners.
Right.
And that last gunner crawls out. He needs a 5 or less to hold his nerve.
Okay.
Oh! He is out of that. In fact, he is foobarred. Runs off screaming, telling all of his friends to surrender and that the war is over.
Yeah.
And freaks out the nearby soldiers on the hill.
Yeah, that was kind of helpful. And of course, then my brave squad that had cleared the tank traps was shot again, was down to one guy, Bruce, the legend. And I thought, this is going to be one of those games where I somehow have one lad that survives until the very end. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not a Sheila.
He died immediately.
The next machine gun
The machine gun destroyed him. Poor Bruce. I was ready for a real storyline, and then Bruce was just picked off.
No, this left you with, honestly, relatively few forces alive. From your initial 36 men, you were down to less than 10, I think.
Yeah, it was bad. I had lost so many lads, and then you were complaining about, I've lost 2 of my paras taking the charge. There's just bodies everywhere all over the beach.
Paras pretty much just running in uncontested to try and secure the church and set up an ambush. The Germans did have a squad that shot a little bit at us and gave us a little bit of a spook. And then...
They'll have to take a morale check.
Okay.
Because they got pinned by the machine gun last turn.
Oh,
No, Lewis!
They're not moving, all right.
Now, not only are they not moving, they foobarred.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! They're the best of the best, everybody!
So on a 1, 2, 3, there's a friendly fire incident. On a 4, 5, 6, there's a panic incident. It's friendly fire.
Oh my god!
Took out a couple of our own boys, but
very good.
we got everyone in the church. We got the machine gun up in the ruins of the clock tower, and we hosed down the anti-tank gun. That neutralised most of the threats in the centre.
So now we rolled for German reinforcements, and they didn't arrive this turn. They're not early. Turn 3 is the earliest they could arrive, but there's a much higher chance they arrive next turn. If they turn up, they're expecting a clear run to the beach. So until you move or fire, they're going to behave as if you're not there. So even though you're not actually like on Overwatch in ambush, you are going to surprise them. Okay, so now it's turn 4. We roll for reinforcements again.
Oh!
They are coming. They're coming. The trucks drive down the road. We've got 2 trucks, 2 squads and an officer in. And then we also have a Stug and a Panzer IV. And they both drive up here through the gardens. The first thing we do is we draw an allied dice. Who's going to go first?
So, we both wanted to go first, but Pyrion went first.
I've got to get those lads off the beach. So we got off the beach and there was a squad on that hillock.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on that sort of avenue.
You'll need 3s to hit as you're getting in so close. Hoo-wee!
We rinsed them.
You shot them with so much firepower that you panicked them and made them hit the deck.
Yes.
You've regrouped the rest of your contingent.
Yeah, the remaining human beings that I have under my control.
And you've avoided the machine gun hosing.
Yeah.
So those machine guns now have no good targets.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Thank you.
I'm happy with that move.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
teamwork, team.
Teamwork. Fuck off. Go on, Ben, draw a dice.
Second activation, it's an allied dice again.
So I activate my commander and put 3 teams on ambush, which means they have an opportunity to respond to a threat coming in.
It's like an Overwatch. They can interrupt a German move to attack them before they fire. Right, next up, it is the Germans. It's the Panzer IV is driving up. Now, he's going to ignore the Paris. They haven't moved or acted yet. So as far as he's concerned, he can see Aussies coming up that hill, and he's moving to engage. Before he fires, you have the chance to use your ambush if you want to, or you can hold it and wait for something else.
I'm going to stay quiet.
Are you fucking kidding me? You've got a point-blank flanking shot on a tank, and you're like, oh, let's wait for a better shot. He's lining up on these brave Aussie boys. Shoot it.
I'm waiting to get the Stug.
Fuck the Stug. Fuck the Stug.
I know you love this little boy.
Dude, we are donezo if you don't shoot this tank.
I'm not revealing myself yet.
Okay.
I can grenade this
that's fine.
tank.
You carry on.
I can get a full squad of guys with anti-tank
I'm killing
grenades.
the beach. Fuck your objective.
They're perfectly
Carry on.
lined up.
It does have 2 machine guns.
But it's shooting squad in cover behind some Germans. Might hit the Germans.
Nope, he's just destroyed my squad.
That's 2 hits. He does get a kill, but you get a cover save for being like partially obscured by the hill on a 5+. That's 1 brave Aussie down.
He died for my hubris.
Yeah.
The rage. We're supposed to be on the same. We're not playing against each other, but the more this game goes on, the more we
we're
are.
meant to be on the same side. That's my whole point, Lou.
Next up, the Germans activate again, and it's the squad in the marsh. Now, for them, the obvious target is again these Aussies on the hill. So this could be the end of the last Aussie squad.
It's going to be very hard for us to secure the cliff top if we don't have any living people. It's kind of important.
Yeah, who's going to plant the flag if there's no one left to carry one?
But don't worry, I had your back.
Yeah.
Forced to kill. 2 dead.
Pinning them, and that, I think, resulted in less Australian casualties.
Yes.
But still.
2 more did.
So 2 of you guys did die, but I honestly feel like you would have lost 3 or 4 if the machine gun hadn't suppressed them up a bit. But so there you go, there's some cooperation. Allies at last.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll last.
So next the Germans activate. They start driving their trucks down the road to reinforce the beach and secure the cliffs.
Now this was scary because they can go 18 inches. They zoomed straight down there. Both the trucks did. Now there's 2 trucks full of 16 men about to leap out and just absolutely lock down these cliffs.
Yeah.
So I had to use my Hail Mary. I'm going to call in the airstrike.
Dun, 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 dun,
And we're going to strafe down this lovely straight road and catch these trucks.
So let's see how well they respond to your urgent call for aid.
Oh, I see.
Roger, HQ, come in. This is Paratrooper Command reporting.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
And they're like, message received loud and clear.
Thank God. If everyone on one is like, oh, sorry, you're breaking up. Where are you? We're in Holland.
We see the road. Coordinates received. We are
What day? Must be the wrong number.
Are you sure? Shoot the Aussies. Okay.
Oh no. We got on target. We got a decent plane, and that was enough to actually take out both trucks. A lot of men jumped out.
Yeah, you didn't roll so well on killing the passengers.
They were very heavily shocked.
They're going to struggle to get anything meaningful done.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was the get out of jail free card we needed.
Crisis averted.
Yeah. There are still 2 tanks we have to deal with.
Yep.
With just a Piat and some Paras. So that was a bit spooky.
Let's hope that Churchill can get here soon.
Exactly. I'm hoping we can get the Churchill up and deal with it.
All right, then it's the Germans activate again, since you guys are basically out of dice. So the Stug drives up, turns, aims up. It's going to do the second tower explosion of the evening.
We could just reuse the last plot tower.
I don't know how many floors we're going to lose by the end of this game.
So that was time to activate the Piat. 2, it's not very much.
No, that goes down to 1. Crew stunned.
Put a pin on it.
You've freaked it out, but you haven't caused it any significant damage. Oh, and it loses its chance to shoot.
Oh! Save the clock tower.
Put some pins on the Stug. They'll add up, maybe.
Both tanks still alive, but an objective's nowhere near complete for either of us. But we felt like there was a light in the darkness.
It's turn 5. This is touch or go for both of you right now. There's 2 tanks and 2 German squads ready to assault the church. The powers have been revealed. You are heavily outnumbered and outgunned. Whereas on the beach, we've only got a couple of Aussies left to secure that beach and 2 decent-sized squads defending them. It really comes down to who goes first.
Yep.
But not only that, both of us kind of want to go first.
It's really important that you both go first.
Do you know what? I'll be the bigger man. Let him have it.
Really?
Yeah. Nah, fuck
You
it,
can
roll the
dice off for it. Right, both roll a dice. Whoever rolls highest gets to go first.
Oh.
Yeah! Give me that dice.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm just going to settle for my objectives, and I want to get a lad and plant the Aussie flag right in that bunker. And objective complete, we've managed to clear the beach.
Yeah, you get the flag up in the machine gun nest. You also manage to pin down that squad on the hill.
Very important.
You have secured your objective, which is these cliffs, with your commander unit. It's just 2 guys. The other unit is out of action, and there is a German squad bearing down on you.
Yeah.
And you're at risk, because if they hose you,
Oh, it's all over.
you're over. You haven't scored your objective.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, we drew another allied dice.
Now, I was hoping the Churchill might drive up and, take out some of the tanks, as it's one of the only anti-tank guns on the field, and I need to kill both those tanks for my objective. But no, Pyrion is not playing on my team anymore. We fought over the dice.
I love how indignant you are. You have betrayed him far more than he's betrayed you.
He rolled again, stole the dice, and used the Churchill not to help me, but to destroy the infantry squad.
There's 3 guys. I mean, if you can kill them, all the better. Forced to kill. 2 guys die. The last remaining Hans. He's out of there.
Run
He's
away!
Scarpered. Oh my god.
No! If they had attacked my lads that were planting the flag, objective failed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You could have get it done yourself.
Yeah.
So we did pull out another British dice. And thank goodness, Pyrion didn't have any more units to activate. Because if he had, I would have clearly lost this game. All the rage is coming back. It really is, can you tell?
We've had a whole day to cool off. It's just come right back.
I'm going to run in the paras, give me those, Ben, and these boys straight out the front door of the church, into the side of this Panzer IV, and we're going to also activate the Piat and shoot that into the side of the Stug again. It's just all on tank assault. We want to stop these guys in their tracks.
Well, this is your last chance, because if this doesn't work, you're in trouble.
I don't want them driving away.
Because then you can't touch them.
And that's how I lose my objective. Pyrion's got his locked down.
Yeah.
It's all on me now.
So the Piat, again, it's not pinned, it's point blank range, 2+.
Nice.
Boing. Roll for damage.
Oh, please! Oh, yeah!
I don't need to look in the book for that one.
Oh, honestly, I was so relieved to take out the Stug, because that meant one half of my objectives are done.
So you've got your 7-man power unit.
Oh, this
Are
is
they going to be brave enough to charge a tank?
Oh, please.
With the commander's help.
Yeah, they are.
Get him, boys!
You've got 7 dice. It hasn't moved this turn, so you're going to hit it on 2s.
Oh, baby.
Pour tea down the thing. Oh, no!
Oh, no! You distracted them with all this talk of tea.
+4 on your dice roll.
You get a +4 to penetration.
Come on, boys.
Oh. Now, the Panzer IV is a little upset about having paratroopers trying to jam grenades in its tracks. It does take a pin marker, but it is ready to act.
However, I haven't quite finished, because my commander can still go.
Oh, that's true. Is he going to show the lads how it's done?
Yes.
Okay, he'll need a leadership check.
I'm rolling 2 pin markers. This is where I am in my headspace right now.
Oh, yeah,
7.
he's brave enough. Chuck him in.
We're going, get off the roof. Look, lads, come on. This is how you destroy a Panzer IV. You just watch, mate.
So there's 2 of them. They get 2 dice. They both hit.
2 hits.
So you get a +2 to damage.
Oh, we need a 6. We survive.
5, 6, 7. You've caused superficial damage.
Maybe we can stop it from moving so we can get some more lads in. 4.
Engine damage.
Oh.
The vehicle engine or transmission is damaged and it loses power. Add 1 additional pin marker of the unit. It cannot move for the rest of the game.
Is anyone else thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
That we've disabled the tank? Ben?
Yeah, that is true. I mean, that tank is disabled and sworn. I think it's going to try and kill you, and if it can't scare you off with its own attacks, it's probably going to surrender at the end.
We ain't going anywhere. Look at all these red boys. We're taking this captive, if anything. We're going to turn it around and shoot it at them.
Oh my god, yeah. So it needs a 5 or less to activate. Ooh. They're rattled. They're trying to fix the engine. They're like, oh no, the engine is kaput! Ah!
We are surrounded by Santas! What is happening?
These men are so brave, they don't wear helmets! What are we going to do?
We have been naughty boys this year.
No, Krampus has come for us!
Krampus has
Are these the naughty ones?
The Germans get their final dice. There's a -4 on
Yeah,
those
God
truck
almighty.
survivors. So they need a 5 or less. So 9, they're going down as well. The
9.
Germans are just pinned and panicked and spooked. I think whatever Germans have survived have realised that there's no point in trying to storm your positions.
It's an Allied victory. The fighting on D-Day is not over. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. There's many other beaches just like this one. But hopefully, overall, it's enough to turn the tide of the war in the Lego Allied favour.
Actually, speaking of the Lego, technically most of it's not Lego. It's plastic
Yes,
building
true.
bricks. But a lot of the designs come from 2 companies. One called Buildarmy.com and another called Brickskrieg.com, who have both sent us models to use here. So thank you to both of those, and check out their websites if you want to see more tiny World War II models in Lego-like bricks.
Also, look at this. Ben actually took the time to put little lads in the bunker.
I know.
I love that kind of detail.
Most importantly, thank you, Lewis, and thank you, Pyrion, for playing. It was a
my
really
pleasure.
fun game. Amazing spectacle. I really enjoyed it.
Wasn't it?
But most importantly, thank you to the members. These videos are an incredible amount of work, and they simply couldn't exist without the support of the members. So thank you so much. And as a thank you for supporting this channel, there's lots of bonus content for you. You get some behind the scenes looks, you'll get some test games, you'll get the extended 2 or 3 hour version of this game with every mind-numbing book rule detail that for some reason most YouTube audiences don't want to watch.
See all of the arguments between me and PFAC play out.
In real time.
Oh, gosh. Let's go to the pub.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.